Part of the reason I'm doing this video and kind of sharing some more personal things is I have just been in this space of like very, very tired of like hiding and feeling like I can't be fully transparent. Hey friends, it's Alex with bfVintage. I have not been posting videos for quite some time. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that. I wanted to do a different kind of video today. Basically like a life update. Where have I been? What's been going on? Maybe some changes that you might be seeing on my channel going forward. Part of the reason I'm doing this video and kind of sharing some more personal things is I have just been in this space of like very, very tired of like hiding and feeling like I can't be fully transparent. And that's actually not really who I am as a person in general. And I'm not going to go into all the private details of the different things I've been going through, but I will share some of them. If some of you have watched my Whatnot live sales and stuff, you know that I'm like a big proponent of mental health care. I encourage people to seek it out and to dive deep within yourself, to be vulnerable, to heal those wounds you have. And so that is a big part of what I have been doing these last several months. I was really struggling with what I thought was depression. Some of you may know I discuss my CPTSD diagnosis when I do live sales and stuff, but one thing that happened in these last several months is I had some really meaningful relationships and friendships that came to an end, and they had a really profound, significant impact on me. What's crazy is that I thought it was depression because, you know, some of the symptoms are can be classically looked that way, like not having motivation, being tired all the time, you know, feeling like nothing you do is good enough. And so just kind of wanting to give up on everything. Part of the things that I felt like I was hiding but couldn't share, one of them is that I am actually polyamorous. For those of you who don't know what that is, that means that I have a lot of love to give and can have multiple romantic relationships at the same time. So many of you know I'm married, but also you may not know that there are times when I have other relationships. Wanted to just finally put that out there, verbalize it, because I really believe in living an authentic life. You know, I had friends in the industry with me who kind of, you know, and with the best of intentions encouraged me to hide those parts of myself because, you know, not everyone's gonna understand, not everyone's going to be accepting. But I've reached a place where I have just decided that, like, hey, if you're watching this and, you know, you just can't vibe with that anymore, like, then go ahead and unsubscribe. Like, I just may not be for you, and I'm okay with that. So wish you the best, and thanks for your support thus far. So going forward, you know, I used to censor myself in videos if I picked something up for like another partner I may have had at the time or whatever, and I'm not going to do that anymore. When I do thrifting videos and sourcing videos, I'm going to go ahead and just be open about those kinds of things. And, you know, I encourage you that if you are in a space where you have the privilege to do that, because I understand not everybody does, then I encourage you to be yourself and be open, and just know that, like, the right people will appreciate you, support you. In my local life, I've met so many beautiful people. I have such a great community of friends now, other queer, poly, goth creatives. And what I realized in actually meeting all of these wonderful people in my local space here in Phoenix is that, you know, they were like, "Are you sure you're not ADHD?" And I was like, wow, nobody's ever asked me that before. So it sent me on this journey. I decided to consult with a psychiatrist, and she really listened to me, and it was wonderful. She dug in and asked some really interesting questions. She asked me if I had ever been put on any sort of ADHD medication. And no, I've actually never ever tried. an ADHD medication. So we did, and the first day I took it, literally 30 minutes later, it felt like this curtain lifted in my brain. It was like this fog was finally gone. You know, there's a period of grieving. Like, who would I have been if I had been diagnosed as a girl, right? As a young girl, and just kind of floored that no one ever saw it. FYI, for any of you who are watching who are women or AFAB, like, we don't get diagnosed as easily. There's so many more studies on boys with ADHD. I'm 40 years old and just finally getting diagnosed, and I've met other women who have had the same experience. The problem is that we mask so much, guys, because we are taught to be more, like, we are spoken to with more emotional language. We are taught to play in ways that are more emotionally intelligent, like, you know, pretend play. Yeah, so anyways, it was wild, but that experience that I thought was depression was actually what's known as ADHD burnout or paralysis, and it made it incredibly difficult to have any sort of executive function to get anything done. I'm on medication now. We're still kind of working on fine-tuning that. I am definitely moving in the right direction and feeling better and better every day. Also still in therapy, working on some trauma, some traumas from childhood, and that is also very challenging, very takes a lot of energy, a lot of emotional, physical energy, because trauma is stored in the body. So, you know, you get exhausted after you do that sort of thing. So I just kind of wanted to share, that's part of why I have not been as active. I've also been trying to kind of figure out what I want for the future of my channel. I still absolutely will always love, you know, thrifting, antiquing, but my art is something that I have been focusing on a lot more. I've been doing more in-person events. I'm just gonna be transparent. I don't know how often I'm gonna post. I am gonna try to be posting more regularly, but the key word there is try, because I am neurodivergent. I know I have sensory issues as well now, and so I am trying to find that balance. Keep in mind that you're gonna see some different kind of content from me. I'm gonna be posting things like some more art related videos, like this video is gonna be that after I finish this whole little thing. You're gonna see a creation of mine that I worked on recently. I'm just gonna kind of be like more open about my different interests and the different things I'm doing, but vintage and art will always be incorporated in that for sure. It just things might change. I might do a video of the thrifting I did for myself versus stuff I'm gonna sell. And but as I said, I am trying to be very like gentle with myself and find that middle ground and see what the future holds. I just want to thank everybody who is still subscribed, who still supports me, and you know, I have really appreciated like the messages I've gotten from people who, you know, showed concern knowing that I had been kind of MIA for a while. So thank you for being wonderful, beautiful people. I hope that my vulnerability inspires you somehow to be your authentic self. I hope you enjoy the transformation and things that are to come, and I'm excited to see what's to come too, because it's still a work in progress. So anyways, all right, let's move along to the creation for this video. Thank you, everybody. I've had some people request seeing my process for when I do create art pieces, and so today I am planning to work on this cutie patootie. I've been doing some in-person vending for goth events specifically, and the vintage toys that I alter and make one of a kind tend to be pretty popular. I am so drawn to like the decrepit, creepy ones, and this teddy bear in particular is actually like a musical one. Like, I don't know if you can hear that. I know I have music playing, but in any case, he's going to get a goth glam glow up, or she, I think, well, or they, we'll see where we go. But yeah, so this is the before, and he's already adorable, but we've just got to give them a little more pizzazzy zazz. You ready to do this, buddy? All right, let's do this. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is come up with a design concept of some sort. I've got some black bows I might add. This is my bag of eyeballs. we may give him a third eye if I can find one that I feel works, although he's just got like black pupil dead eyes. Also, we'll have to decide if we want to do like lashes, or if we want to do like, I did a doll recently that sold that had fur, black rabbit fur for lashes. So we'll see, we'll play around, we'll see what looks better. Oh, this is interesting. It's just basically like some black wire. Huh. You know, if it was thicker, I might do like a shibari tie on him, but I don't think it's thick enough. Maybe I should get some rope and do that for a future project. All right, it took me a while, but I found these little horns that I bought. They're like clips for the hair, and I'm gonna rip them off, and I'm gonna spray paint them black because I feel like he would look better with black horns, and I'm just gonna have to order more of the black. But for now, we'll improvise. All right, so we spray painted the horns, but they are not, I don't think it's gonna work out. So we may have to nix the horns because I don't have any black ones right now. So anyways, I decided to start with a black bow just to get some inspiration. I had kind of messed around with this lace too to see if this would look good as a collar, but I think the black is gonna be better. Now I'm thinking of putting some jewels in his eyes, like just to give it a little sparkle. I feel like this might be kind of awesome as a third eye, so we'll see. All right, he's got a third eye now. He's on his way. He, she, they, still haven't decided. So I kind of got distracted and forgot to film as I was creating. As you can see, I've added rabbit fur eyelashes, some jewels in the eyes, the third eye, some bows in the hair with flowers, and now I'm trying to figure out what to add to the middle of that bow around the neck to give it even more pizzazz. So I obviously forgot to film the rest of the creation. Again, thank you, ADHD brain. But I did add the flower at his neck as well as the buttons on his chest, and I think he looks awesome. So if you're curious to see him, you can come on March 8th to 6 Feet Under here in Phoenix to check him out. The info's here. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.